Another day, another bank on the brink. First Republic Bank today struggling and apparently going to sell somewhere between 50 to 100 billion dollars of its loan book. A lot of that is mortgages, and that actually tells us the real scandal, which is how the ultra wealthy legally avoid paying estate taxes, death duties, inheritance taxes. How do they do it? Well, they have like 100 billion of mortgages on the books, and a lot of those houses are in the Hamptons and Nantucket, lovely places like that. And you might think, well, Massachusetts, for example, has pretty low tax. Well, they do have inheritance tax over $1 million. If you have more than $1 million in the state, you pay taxes. For New York, it's something like 10 million, and then it becomes a 16% tax. So how do they legally avoid paying that? Well, very simple. They go to First Republic and say, hi, my name is Mr. Ultra Wealthy. Please give me an interest-only mortgage. I have no intention of ever paying for this house. And please fix my rate for 10 or even 20 years or even longer at a low rate, which they then do. And they pay interest on that house, yes. They keep their other cash in the market or otherwise invested, which keeps them a really nice profit. And they therefore have a house, say in Nantucket, which might be worth $10 million. But because they only have $950,000 cash in it, it means it isn't subject to death duties, estate taxes. So they can drop dead tomorrow because they're working like a maniac, and their whoever inherits it pays nothing. And that's just one of those little loopholes, isn't it? And it's a little unfair, perhaps. But that's what happens when you get money. You get different offers. And these kind of interest-only loans were a big thing during 2008. And essentially aren't really available to the ordinary investor anymore because people overextended themselves. But for the ultra wealthy, they're very, very much a thing. And that loan book, quite frankly, is a huge asset. Lots of people want to have that loan book because those guys are probably going to pay back. The houses in the Hamptons and Nantucket and lovely places like that are going to pick up in value as the economy recovers. And you also start to build a relationship with somebody who's very wealthy, who probably also has a business he wants to sell or finance, or an acquisition he wants to make, or a boat he wants to finance, or something like that. So these loans are actually pretty good. So this isn't the same sad story of the Silicon Valley Bank with a pretty dodgy looking loan book. This is actually a really good one. So I'm a lot less worried about First Republic. But of course, the sharks, the JP Morgans and so on, are going to pick up a lot of the good stuff, and First Republic will be left as another smallish, irrelevant regional bank, and all the wealthy clients and that lovely business is going to move to somewhere bigger. And that's just the way it works. It's whoever pressurizes regulators are the big boys. They've got more money to spend. So small banks are basically disappearing. And I think that's just the reality here. And it's the same thing with small people and small businesses. They also disappear. So really there's only one thing you can do, is you can become a medium-sized and then a large person. I don't mean in physical size, don't eat all the McDonald's, but in terms of income and wealth. That's really the only way. I think we have to realize that the world is becoming a lot more unfair and separate. There are those who have and there are those who haven't, and the ones who haven't will have much, much less, and the ones who have will have 1,000 times more than they have right now. I think inequality is becoming a huge problem, and we thought it was a problem 10, 20, 30 years ago, but this is a different level, and I don't think this is reversible. I just don't think it is. I think it has nothing to do with government policy at this point. I think we are beyond the point of return. So really the only choice you have is to jump on board with it. Let me know what you make of that. Put a comment down below. We can raffle away our newsletters every week, $800 a piece and that kind of thing. So put a comment down below. And if you want to really join and learn and possibly build an extra income stream and make some serious money, at least have the possibility of making serious money, then give us a ring. Go to felixfriends.org/coaching. If you want to work with a team of former investment bankers, just have a chat with us. Zero commitment. Just see if this is something that might be suitable for you. And let me see your comments down below. Thanks for watching.